speaking of which, let's get to surprisingly great plays brought to you by State Farm. Let's start with a little bit of welcome to my poster. Stanford versus Washington. Stanford's Bryce Willis takes it strong to the hoop, where he is met by Riley Soren, 7'4". Look, you go up against somebody. Oh, no, not up in here. He still got it, though. I got to give him a lot of credit. I mean, he still got the bucket. That's a level of power to just go through
the block? That's insane.
I mean, have you ever been blocked like that, Monica? Have you ever blocked somebody like that?
You playing, Fitz? Have you ever seen me jump? Like,
well, I mean,
is that a joke? Like, you coming at me this morning as a guest on the show? What do you think this is?
No, I'm just, look.
I've not done either of them.
Well, look, has anybody ever seen me jump? I mean, I'm pretty sure a fourth grader could block me in basically anything. All right.
I just fall when I jump. I can't land. So.
We're helping ourselves here. Let's get to the next play. Good Lord.
All right, let's move on. Last night, Toledo versus Buffalo. Toledo's Seth Milner Jr. takes off and absolutely crushes it on Javon Graves, making Graves pay for contesting this dunk. Just look. Just bye-bye.
Oh.
Like, just a body slam situation. Oh, I like that view. Yeah, I mean, Monica, what are your thoughts on this one?
All right, this is one, Victoria, where you just got to give it a face. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no words necessary. You just,
Yep.
Oh.
How is it? Like, you even kill like we were talking about disrespectful face earlier before the show. Like the closest I come to disrespectful faces, I look like Beaker. I'm like,
mine's like.
Ain't nobody intimidated by my disrespectful face. It's like, did Beaker just dunk on me? Maybe he did. Oh, jeez.
You do look just like Beaker. That's hilarious.
Thank you. That's my great life skill. Let's go to the next play. What am I doing here at this point? A little bit of love for Michigan coming up.
Oh, God.
This is Michigan Rutgers. Wolverines Mike Smith. About to get fouled. He's going for the three, gets fouled, gets knocked down. And you know you got to help somebody up. But what do you do when it's your coach, Juwan Howard, coming up and saying, I will help you up? I mean, that's got to be some sort of a level of inspiration, right, Monica?
100%. I love what Juwan Howard is doing with this Michigan team. I also always give a shout out to my dude, Phil Martelli, who's one of the nicest guys when I started covering college basketball. He was still at St. Joe's. But I think we've heard players at different points talk about this Michigan group. The players are fantastic. I get it. But the secret sauce is Juwan Howard, and that is the type of display right there. Not that Coach K wouldn't, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Coach K is a little older, his players a little heavy, but, like, we love it from Juwan Howard, for sure.
Well, let's stick there for a quick second, guys, because I think we sort of undervalue sometimes. Like, every time it doesn't work, when somebody comes back to where they have a background, where they have a history, and they played, every time it doesn't work, we trash them. It's working for Juwan Howard. It's working for Michigan. I mean, Monica, when you see what they're doing, like, I feel like this is a team that's capable of winning the national championship, and Juwan deserves a lot of praise for that.
100%. I don't think that's far-fetched at all for two different reasons. I mean, we've seen, I think there's like a dozen contenders in my mind on the men's side, legitimately, and Michigan would be one of them. But we also know how odd this year is. So what coaches think they know about their teams by the time we get to the tournament, nothing is as certain as it would be in a traditional year. But I think Juwan Howard, as a coach, is uniquely positioned to relate to his players. Because how many Fab Fives are there? Last time I checked, it's just the one that he was a part of.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, I think Memphis fans are looking at Penny Hardaway saying, what's going on here? Like, we thought you were going to be our...
Give him a little time. Just a little time.
That's
a little
fair.
time.
All right.
Everybody's not going to have the Juwan Howard magic.
That's fair. You know, patience is not a virtue most of us have in sports. Let's be real.
Yeah,
speaking of patience, we're going to need a little here because we're going to try and do some predicting. We're going to play a new game here, Monica. We love bringing you in for these personality game segments. This is what's going to happen. So here's the premise. We're going to start a play. We'll get to the beginning of the play, and we'll pause it. And once we pause it, we'll see what each of us thinks is going to happen, and then we'll play the rest of the play to see how it actually plays out. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to start here with what's going to happen, and we'll start with a little bit of love for Purdue University, Fort Wayne versus Youngstown State. Easy for me to say. Demetri Corton with the ball on the 3-on-2. That's where we are. We're going to pause it here. Monica, what's going to happen?
I got a oop to his teammate running the other lane.
Okay, Victoria, what do you think is going to happen?
I agree with Monica, for being honest.
Okay, I have not seen this, so I think what he's going to, none of us have. So I think he's going to pass to his teammate's going to pass back to him, and then there's going to be a dunk. A lot of action in a little bit of time. Okay. Let's see what actually happens here. Okay, picking it up. And off the backboard to himself.
Okay, never mind. He assisted himself.
We are all wrong.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Happy to be wrong on that.
I was not expecting that, Monica.
When that happens to you in the gym, you just sit down and say, I'll take the next game off. I realize it. I'm not going to get picked anyway, so I'm done with that one.
All right, we're going to move on to Oklahoma. Elijah Harkless with the step and drive into lane. All right, we're pausing it. Monica, what's going to happen next?
Man, I feel like we set the bar so high. The basketball play for me is the shuffle pass to his dude on the block. But I feel like maybe he's going to dunk on 2 people. Let's go with he keeps it and dunks it himself.
All right, what about you, Fitz?
Okay, I'm going to say that Monica's first inclination is right. I think he drives through him and does like a cute little no-look, and that leads to a dunk from his teammate.
I think he's going to go for it.
Okay.
I think he's going to go for it, yeah.
All right,
Let's see what happens.
Oh.
That looks like a back injury.
Oh my God. I mean, that's
I mean, that's going to leave a mark.
That's just not what he wants to be known for at this point. Like that's painful when you watch. Like, but
The shoulder.
again, as somebody that I don't know that I could dunk on a 5-foot rim, so I got tiny hands. Like it's really hard to.
That is especially egregious because I'm almost positive the simple shuffle pass to his boy on the block was probably available.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he got that message somewhere, whether it was immediately or when they watched it back. He got that like, hey, where was the play?
Yeah, I think he just got really excited. He was like, let's go.
All right, speaking of really excited here, Missouri State's Isaiah Mosley got the ball on the wing, so they're taking on Drake here. We know very little at this point. There's not a lot to dissect here, Monica, so you're looking at this. You got very little to go on this choose your own adventure. Which way are we going?
I'm gonna go. He's gonna do something off the bounce, and then it's a late pass to somebody I can't even see in the frame yet. Maybe I don't know. This is not fair. I don't like this one.
I'm gonna say he probably kind of fakes and then goes for it.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to presume that they pulled this highlight because something incredible happens, either positive or negative. So with that logic, I think his teammate in the paint is about to spin off behind and catch that ball midair.
Wait, what?
What just happened?
That's another one of those plays.
I need to know.
Like, Monica, if I did that to you, we're teammates in a gym game here, and I just did that. Do I see the ball ever again the entire night?
Yeah.
I mean, I am not the person to hold grudges like that. I'm like, come on, Fitz, let's go. Don't worry about it. Get back on D. Get back on D. Come on, Fitz, you got it.
You're talking to somebody that once got a technical foul in a church league game for yelling at myself. I'm just saying, like, you don't need to yell at me. I can handle that myself.
Okay, well, I mean, that one's
See,
like
that's
just
why
walk
you need
it
me
off.
to pump you back up.
That's a walk it off situation.
Exactly.
All right, let's walk off to another one. Arkansas, Little Rock with the ball down, 2 under 10 seconds, and the clock is ticking. All right, what do you got, Monica?
All right, based on the foolishness of the last clip, I think this kid is going to tumble or something, and it has nothing to do with the basketball game at all.
Oh, that's a really smart take by Monica. Like, I think the kid goes up and knocks the TV over. That's going to be the kid's going to knock the TV over.
I mean, yeah.
Unless
maybe he'll cartwheel. I don't know. I think he's just going to shoot.
What, can kids just like pull out cartwheels? Like,
based off of our last one, who knows? Anything can go at this point. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, the lights go out. Okay, was not expecting.
No way would have known that.
Well, you still kind
at all.
The lights go out. They don't stop the play.
The lights are still going out.
And that's a loss right there.
Oh, my.
Because they missed the 3. Like, how do you not stop the play and run that back and be like, hey, the cops are holding them back? I mean, Monica, the lights go out. You got to stop the clock and run it back, right?
Yeah.
Guys, give me a minute on this one, because I don't know, outside of missing half of your team because of actual COVID protocols, I don't know that anything gets more peak 2020, 2021
than the lights going out. I mean, hey, the cartwheel could have been an option given that.
I mean, the cartwheel would have been an easier ending to watch. I mean, you talk about lights going out in a game. It just feels to me like at some point, like if you're college basketball, you got to look at this and say, okay, let's use a little common sense. Like you stop the game, you go back, you look at the score table, you figure out when the clock went out, and you start to play again.
Look,
right?
kudos to them. They kept playing.
100%.
They just went for it, and they didn't get the goal, but.
That's a fair point. If
they went for it.
If they had made the shot,
yeah,
they would not be complaining at all, right? Like that's one of those, like, Monica, you make the shot, you're just like,
yeah. Point. Yeah.
Point.
Yeah.
What's the
Point.
weirdest?
Did I say
Good
goal?
point, Fitz.
What's the weirdest thing that ever happened in a game that you've seen, Monica?
In a game that I've seen, I just graduated from Georgetown. One of the players, her shoe came off while she was defending, and so she threw it up at the shoot. She was defending somebody that took a shot. She threw her shoe up to hit the ball while the girl was shooting because she couldn't play defense. And I was like, Shay, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, she's Monica McNutt, superstar extraordinaire. If you need me just to carry your lunch to around the horn, I'm just openly shilling at this point. I'll just hang out in the background and just be like a cheerleader. I'm just saying. Monica, we appreciate you hanging out.
I'll talk to you.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks, Fitz. Thanks, Victoria.
Thank you, Monica.
And Monica's going to be all over everything all week, so just check her out everywhere. We appreciate her hanging out with us. Also, bringing it with the Whitney Houston shirt.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.